Welcome to a world where the noise of the city completely fades into a distant whisper. Take a deep, deliberate breath. Let the cool air fill your lungs completely, and as you slowly exhale, feel the heavy weight of the day lifting off your shoulders. You are entering the private sanctuary of the world's most visionary minds. Tonight, our journey begins on the secluded shores of Lake Washington. Here, tucked away behind a thick living curtain of native cedar trees and towering Douglas firs, lies an estate known as Xanadu 2.0. This is the private home of Bill Gates, but it is far more than a house. It is a technological masterpiece designed from its very foundation for one single purpose: absolute environmental harmony. Imagine the soothing sound of soft, steady rain hitting the pristine surface of the lake. It is a rhythmic, repeating pattern that gently lulls the mind into a state of pure calm. As we move silently through the heavy private gates of this 66,000 square foot estate, the air grows noticeably cooler. The rich scent of damp earth, fresh moss, and pine surrounds you, instantly washing away the friction of the modern world.
Look closely at the structure rising from the hillside. The architecture here is built directly into the earth itself, utilizing the natural terrain as a shield against the elements and a natural thermal insulator. It feels incredibly grounded, solid, and safe. As you walk along the stone path, you hear the faint musical sound of a running stream. This is a custom-engineered, man-made estuary filled with native salmon and sea-run trout, designed specifically to manage the natural runoff of the Pacific Northwest land. The crystal-clear water flows smoothly over hundreds of rounded river stones, creating a continuous organic symphony that never ends. Step inside the heavy glass entrance. The smooth slate floors beneath your feet are perfectly warm, heated silently by a deep geothermal system buried far beneath the bedrock. In this sanctuary, there are no bright, flashing lights. Everything glows softly. As you move from room to room, the hidden home automation network adapts entirely to your presence. Small sensors concealed within the premium woodwork detect your arrival, slowly shifting the lighting to a warm sunset amber tone.
We move quietly down a long, wood-paneled corridor toward the heart of the estate's intellectual sanctuary, the Grand Library. This 2,100 square foot room is a temple dedicated to human knowledge and patience. The ceiling arches high overhead into a magnificent dome, featuring rich wooden carvings and hidden ambient lights that mimic a soft twilight sky. The walls are lined from floor to ceiling with thousands of rare, leather-bound books, their historic pages holding the wisdom of centuries. In the center of the room sits a massive, hand-carved oak desk, completely free of clutter. The only sound in this space is the slow, majestic ticking of an antique clock. This is where a mind that reshaped global technology comes to find absolute stillness. There are no screens here, no notifications, only the texture of old paper and the luxury of uninterrupted thought. As you visualize this room, let your own thoughts settle. Like the books on these shelves, your responsibilities can rest quietly through the night.
We leave the cool, misty forests of the Pacific Northwest behind, soaring south toward the vibrant, sun-drenched coast of Florida. The air shifts instantly, becoming warm, thick, and deeply perfumed with the scent of wild salt spray and blooming night jasmine. We find ourselves floating over an ultra-exclusive private island known as Indian Creek. This is the Billionaire Bunker, an island fortress of absolute seclusion guarded by a private marine patrol and surrounded by the shimmering, glassy turquoise waters of Biscayne Bay. Here, Jeff Bezos has established his own coastal sanctuary of modern stone, clean lines, and massive glass horizons. Imagine the tropical sun beginning its slow, magnificent dip below the edge of the ocean, painting the sky in long streaks of mango orange, pale pink, and deep royal violet. The water of the bay is like smooth silk, flat, perfectly calm, and reflecting the brilliant heavens above like a mirror.
The complete lack of sound. Despite sitting just a few miles away from the intense energy of Miami, Indian Creek Island feels like a space trapped completely outside of time. The chaotic hum of civilization is entirely replaced by the slow, rhythmic lap of the tide against the white limestone seawall. Each wave is a steady heartbeat. Step onto the sprawling outdoor terrace. The ground is composed of premium, unfilled white travertine stone that feels remarkably cool under your feet. A gentle, cooling evening breeze carries the heavy breath of the Atlantic Ocean through the open terrace doors. This is where a mind that looks constantly towards the stars comes to ground itself in the earth. In this expansive garden, surrounded by towering, twisting banyan trees and slowly swaying palms, the concept of long-term vision becomes completely tangible.
Look across the lawn toward the massive infinity pool. The water is a dark, deep blue mirror that stretches out toward the horizon line of the bay, making it impossible to see where the pool ends and the ocean begins. Along the edge of the stone deck, a row of minimalist bronze lanterns flicker with real, natural flames, casting long, elegant shadows across the manicured grass. Consider the immense focus and unwavering discipline required to build an empire from a humble garage into a global force. It began with a single, clear vision, much like the precise architecture of this coastal home. Every line is sharp and intentional. Every window is a frame for the infinite natural world outside. There is no clutter allowed in this space. There is only raw space, clean light, and the quiet realization that greatness requires a foundation of absolute inner stillness.
We leave the Atlantic coast and journey out into the absolute vastness of the Pacific Ocean, where the deep blue water shifts from a bright summer sapphire to a dark, mysterious indigo. Rising out of the breaking waves like a dream made of rich red earth and emerald green forests, we discover the island of Lanai. This is the sovereign sanctuary of Larry Ellison, who owns 98% of this 90,000-acre Hawaiian paradise. Imagine the grand scale of this isolation. On this island, there are no traffic lights, no rushing crowds, and no city noise. There is only the timeless rhythm of the ocean tides and the steady whistle of the wind through the tall cook pine trees. As we descend toward the private villas overlooking Menai Bay, feel the soft, wrapping warmth of the tropical evening air relax every single muscle in your body.
Walk slowly along the powdery white sands of Hulope Beach. The sand is incredibly fine, cooling as the night takes over. The Pacific waves roll into the bay with a heavy, deeply hypnotic pulse. Crush, hiss, and retreat. Let your breathing match that exact movement. With every wave that pulls away from the shore, imagine it carrying a piece of your daily stress out into the infinite ocean. Ellison's vision for this island is a total fusion of advanced sustainability and ancient Japanese Zen philosophy. He has spent hundreds of millions of dollars to create a landscape where technology serves the earth. As you wander through the private gardens, notice how every volcanic stone has been placed with absolute intent. Every stream flows over specific rocks to create a low, soothing frequency of sound that calms the human nervous system.
As midnight approaches, the island of Lanai transforms into a cathedral of total silence. Because there is no light pollution for hundreds of miles, the night sky becomes a breathtaking field of stars. You can see the grand spiral of the Milky Way stretching across the black velvet heavens like a river of pure diamonds. This is where an empire builder comes to remember the true scale of the universe. Sitting on a dark teak wood desk, wrapped in a soft cashmere blanket, you watch the moon reflect perfectly on the dark Pacific horizon. The gates to the world are closed. The empire is safe. The island is completely still. Let your mind release its hold on the day, and let the deep, ancient peace of this volcanic oasis carry you into a profound, restorative sleep. We leave the isolated, starlit coast of the Pacific behind and travel across the globe, ascending into the crisp, monumental landscape of the Swiss Alps. The tropical warmth vanishes, replaced instantly by an air so sharp, so pure, and so utterly clean that every breath feels like a total renewal of the spirit. We find ourselves climbing into the snow-capped peaks surrounding St. Moritz. Here, carved deeply into the living granite of the rugged mountainside, lies a multi-million-dollar subterranean fortress of glass and stone. This is an estate designed for absolute protection and total detachment from the chaotic velocity of modern civilization. Imagine looking out from a massive, heated glass viewing deck at an endless sea of pure white peaks cutting into a deep, silent indigo sky. The world below is frozen in time, completely blanketed in a heavy layer of pristine, undisturbed winter snow. There are no sounds here, no movement, only the grand, eternal silence of the ancient mountains.
Step off the snowy outdoor terrace and cross the threshold into the main living gallery. The transition is seamless and comforting. The interior architecture relies heavily on natural, locally sourced materials, rough-hewn Swiss Alpine oak, raw, dark basalt stone, and massive panels of brushed titanium steel. The air inside is warm, perfectly circulating at an ideal temperature, carrying the faint, soothing scent of dry firewood, mountain pine, and natural beeswax. Beneath your feet, the dark stone floors are radiating a steady, comforting heat, entirely powered by an eco-friendly, deep geothermal system drilled directly into the mountain's volcanic core. To your left, a vast minimalist fireplace sheeted in dark steel crackles softly, its golden flames reflecting in the floor-to-ceiling glass walls. In this mountain refuge, the concepts of safety and comfort are absolute. You are tucked away inside a literal fortress, completely insulated from the rest of the world.
We descend down a private, softly illuminated stone staircase into the most secure area of the mountain estate, the subterranean relaxation cavern. This entire space has been hollowed out from the dark, solid granite of the Alps. In the center of the room lies a massive, steaming indoor thermal pool, its crystal clear water fed directly by a natural, pure mountain spring flowing deep within the earth. The surface of the pool is perfectly smooth, giving off a gentle, rhythmic mist that rises slowly toward the dark stone ceiling. Sit on the edge of the heated stone bench. Let your eyes close. Listen to the faint echo of water droplets hitting the pool. Drip, ripple, pause. It is the steady, slow clockwork of the earth itself. Up here, at the top of the world, surrounded by millions of tons of solid rock, there is absolutely nothing that can disturb your peace. Your mind can finally drop its guard, sinking into the quiet density of the mountain.
Our journey takes its final and most elegant turn, descending from the rugged peaks of the Alps and settling gently over the historic rooftops of Paris. The air shifts once more, becoming soft, romantic, and quietly alive with the distant, muffled symphony of the city. We find ourselves standing on the private, wraparound limestone terrace of a grand duplex penthouse overlooking the River Seine and the distant glowing silhouette of the Eiffel Tower. The sky above is a beautiful, dark velvet violet, and the lights of the city twinkle below like millions of golden embers. This is a sanctuary of classical majesty and high art, built for a mind that has conquered industries and now seeks the ultimate luxury of quiet reflection. The cool evening breeze moves softly through the terrace's ironwork, carrying the faint scent of fresh rain on old limestone and blooming white roses from the balcony garden.
Step inside through the towering, arched iron doors into the main salon. The interior design is a masterclass in classical symmetry and deep, comforting textures. The floors are laid with antique French oak in a chevron pattern, worn smooth by centuries of history and polished to a soft, rich satin sheen. The walls are finished in a muted, historic cream plaster, decorated with delicate, hand-applied gold leaf molding that catches the soft amber glow of hidden chandeliers. There is no modern friction here. Every piece of furniture is a sculpture of comfort. Oversized velvet sofas in deep midnight blue, low silk-covered armchairs, and heavy mohair drapery that completely isolates the interior from the city outside. As you walk across the room, your steps are entirely swallowed by the plush, hand-knotted wool carpets. You are enveloped in a cocoon of absolute elegance and historical stillness.
We move into the final, most intimate room of the penthouse, the master observatory. Here, a large circular glass skylight opens directly to the cosmos, allowing you to gaze up at the moon and the stars from the comfort of an expansive, low-slung bedstead draped in pure white Egyptian cotton. The lights of the room are slowly, automatically dimming down to a faint, starlit whisper. The journey is now complete. You have traveled from the misty lakes of the west to the tropical tides of the south, from the volcanic islands of the Pacific to the frozen peaks of the Alps, and finally to the quiet heart of Paris. All the empires have been built. All the decisions have been made. The gates are locked, the security systems are active, and the world is completely safe without you. Let your breathing slow down to a deep, effortless rhythm. Sink into the soft, luxurious darkness, and let the quiet architecture of success carry you into a profound, beautiful sleep.